Good morning, travelers, adventurers, sad people stuck in their houses who are watching a student magazine show, and welcome to Summer in a Pandemic, a student magazine show where today we will be focusing on
Swashbuckling!
well, I was going to say adventure, but that works too. Or more specifically, adventure at home, as many of us can't really go anywhere.
You could use the boat. Arg!
Why are you so set on pirate stuff today?
I'm glad you asked. That's because up first we have Avast Ye with our favorite swashbuckler, Anaya. So make sure to Avast Ye. And over to you, Anaya.
I know for a fact you're not using that right.
Arg. Ahoy, mateys, and welcome to Avast Ye, where I expect you to Avast Ye. And if you don't know the pirate lingo, well, it means pay attention. Now, mateys, I have a boatload of adventurous activities that you can partake in. Let's set sail. First of all, you can go out and explore. Go on a long journey to steal some loot and dig up some gold. Or just go out on a walk. Find new places, discover. There's more around you than you know. Be on the lookout for some new land and places to dock. Land ho! However, mateys, adventure does not need to be made in the indoors. You could adventure in the inside too. So the poop deck, strike the colors, take a caulk, and more. Explore the inside of Ye House and see what you find. Shiver me timbers, it's an accordion. Imagine all the activities I could do with this. And there's so much more you can do with what's in your home.
Well, maybe. You can try upcycling your clothing, and you don't even need to know how to sew to do it. Maybe you should use paint or hot glue, or if you don't want to upcycle your clothing, you can try some new art for your walls. Just a simple sketch can be pretty classy. Or you can go Jackson pull up and throw paint at a piece of paper. Or you can discover a new place within your house to hang out and chill. The possibilities are endless.
Well, that's all I have for you buggos today. Just be spontaneous and adventure. Don't think. Just go set sail and still adhere to the necessary precautions. Arg!
Yo ho, yo ho, yo. Hi.
Heidi, you're acting so strange this episode. Why are you so happy?
It's back!
Come again? What's back?
Adrian and Chelsea's vocal training series.
Oh, that's awesome. I've missed it so much. I can't wait any longer. Over to you, Chelsea and Adrian.
Thank you, Heidi and Sadesha. Hi, and welcome back to the last part of vocal training with Chelsea and Adrian. Now that we know how to control our breathing and found our vocal range from the last episodes, in this episode we will give you vocal techniques that will hopefully help you to change your voice and become a much better singer.
In singing, there are 3 types of vocal registers: chest voice, head voice, and falsetto. Chest voice is the range in which everyone sings and speaks naturally. It is the biggest, loudest, and most powerful part of your voice. It resonates deeply and seems to come from your chest. For example, Thank you. But if you want to sing higher than your natural chest voice is comfortable with, what do? Well, most untrained singers, used to be me, push their chest voice higher and often leads to their voice cracking. They simply can't hit higher notes, though they need a lot of consistent practicing. And you can learn to push your voice a few notes above your natural range. Seems awesome, right? The real secret of singing much higher, a full octave or more, is with head voice.
Head voice is still created by your vocal cords and air from your chest, but the sound feels like it resonates more from your head. For example, that will be your head voice. Unlike falsetto, which is breathy, weak noise from your throat. Head voice can be trained to produce a more powerful sound. To extend your vocal range, all you need to do is learn how to strengthen your head voice and then how to seamlessly connect your chest voice to your head voice, so that when you sing higher, rather than your voice cracking, it slides into head voice and no one listening can ever hear the switch. For example,
Next, the best warm-up and practice for this is lip drills. For example, like you're starting up that lawnmower at 8 a.m. Lip drills can extend your vocal range and can also practice the transition notes between chest voice to head voice. It does take a lot of practice though, but once you identify your head voice, you should be able to move all the way up the scale to much higher notes rather than using falsetto.
so practice the seamless transition up and down, switching between your vocal registers over and over again. Then, try coming out of lip drills at key points within those transition notes to practice hitting notes near to your vocal break. Finally, use the transitions you are building with lip drills to practice the same movement from chest to head voice, but in full singing.
This process can be really frustrating, especially if you're doing it alone without an online course or vocal coach. But it is an essential skill that will extend your vocal range by at least 1 octave. So it's worth it. And that's all for vocal training. I hope you all found it helpful. Thank you so much for tagging along. Get out and sing!
So, what's up next?
What do you mean?
Well, you seem to be in the know this episode, so I thought maybe you would know?
But that would mean like I would have had to ask Dylan what he was doing.
Heidi.
I'm sorry. I just get so nervous talking to him. Oh God, I hope he doesn't hear that.
Any gay. Next we have Something with Dylan. Hopefully about adventure.
Over to you, Dylan.
Adventuring in the coronavirus is kind of hard, right? I mean, here we are in the middle of a pandemic. It's kind of hard to go to all the cool and awesome places that are usually riddled throughout summer vacation. But what if I told you that there's a bona fide way to have a great, amazing adventure right in your very own neighborhood? And when I say neighborhood, I really do mean like your neighborhood, like the one you live in. And I know what you're thinking. Well, oh my gosh, Dylan. But like, I know my own neighborhood like the back of my hand. I walk my dog there, I go walking through it. And sure, like me, you might know like the general layout of your neighborhood, but I think when we take a little closer inspection on our own places that we live in, like our neighborhoods, we sort of realize that there are a lot of little corners and streets and things that we never really took the time to explore. And when you do, there can be some pretty cool things. You might find like a new spot, a new playground, a new place to skate. You know, the limits can be kind of endless, and it can be really interesting and fascinating to really try to understand your own neighborhood more. It can be like one of the most fascinating little adventures you can do this summer. So why not go on one right now? Exploring your neighborhood is sort of this casual adventure, right? you're not going on some sort of grand quest or, whatever, something like that. Like, summer vacation would be to some far off country. It's more about you taking in the little things and enjoying the small little factors and the sort of the nature around you. You're going to be taking these new pathways, sort of like the one I'm on now, and you never know what you're going to find. Maybe it'll be nothing, but there are no expectations, so if it's something cool, it's actually really cool. And what is this? This looks like some kind of little jungle gym, but it's only through these sort of casual exploration that I would have even found something random like this just in my neighborhood. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this adventure, and hopefully it inspired you guys to go on your own adventures in your neighborhood. I know I had a good time. Thank you guys for watching. Now back to you, Heidi and Sedacia.
Hopefully Heidi has gotten herself together, because up next is Movie, TV Recs, and Reviews. Let's go explore the adventures of film. Now over to you, Heidi.
Good day, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Movie, TV Recs, and Reviews, where today we will be diving into the adventures of film. Film is probably the most common form of travel. It is notorious for taking its viewer outside of one's house and into a whole new universe of imagination and exploration. We get to see new sights, discover new worlds, travel to new places. I mean, there's no better way to travel than watching a movie. Except maybe actually, traveling. Sadly, we can't go anywhere in person right now, but why not take advantage of this innovative form of travel, buckle up, settle down in front of the TV with a bowl of popcorn, and explore. First on our trip, we are going to set out to the ice-cold lands of Lapland, Finland, as we set out on a crazy adventure to find a Digibox. Lapland Odyssey, though having a simple plot, is an exciting movie where you get to go on essentially an odyssey throughout Lapland, where you get to see its cities and its countrysides and its overall snowy abysses, and you get to meet lots of quirky characters and watch them grow and adapt through their journey. It's a great movie and I definitely recommend it. Next on our trip is Japan, but not just Japan, 16th century Japan. Watch the story of a brave samurai following the request of a village in danger, go on a journey to defend, and recruit more forces in The Seven Samurai, directed by Akira Kurosawa. This movie had to be one of the greatest of its time, with possibly the best action sequences in all of cinematic history. So, if you want to witness this important moment in cinematic history, then I highly suggest you watch this movie. Now let's take a stroll over to Timbuktu through the film, Timbuktu. Let's see. Not much an adventure film, but still a great look into the Malian city of Timbuktu as Islamic militants invade, imposing a reign of terror. Follow the story of a family and a normal life in their village as they cope with the invasion. It's honestly an amazing film with stunning visuals and some of the best shots I've ever seen. I would more than recommend this film. We're almost done here, but China is still waiting for us to stop by through the film Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. This famous film tells the story of a princess turned warrior set in 19th century Qing Dynasty China. An adventure to find a stolen sword, a story of love, crazy action sequences with so many flying kicks you'll wonder if gravity ever existed. This is a fun adventure that you can easily watch and enjoy. We've made it! Our last stop, Mexico. Y tu mama tambien, please excuse my horrible pronunciation, is a story of two 17-year-old boys on their journey to manhood through a road trip, meeting older women, zooming across the country, and spending a summer they will never forget as they learn more about each other and the world around them. I would definitely recommend checking this out. Well, that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed the trip, and now you can go and plan your own. And up next, we have Sedacia, who is interviewing avid traveler Jane Walensky about her experiences traveling and what it's like coping in a world without travel now. Over to you, Sedacia.
Some of the most interesting places that I've been are, one of my most interesting was Mongolia. I was there for 2 weeks and that was wonderful. I've also been to Central Asia. One trip we did Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, and Turkmenistan. I've also been in Southeast Asia, Vietnam, Myanmar, otherwise known as Burma, and I've also traveled to South Africa and Europe, Croatia, yeah, I think, and Scandinavia, actually in St. Petersburg. So, yes. What happens after you work when you're retired? Most of this has just been since I retired.
That is what I will be doing.
One of the most spectacular had to have been the Nadam Festival in Mongolia, which is an annual festival that's been going on for probably hundreds of years, with competition in archery, horsemanship, and wrestling. And we were in such a remote portion of the world, and people who had come from miles around competing in these events. Children doing the horse racing. Our guide took us out to where the race started, and then we zoomed back so that we could be there when the kids finished. They were 12 to 15-year-olds riding bareback, and it just felt like a piece of history untouched by current civilization. That's probably one of my best. The reason that I like to travel is that it gives me a context for both current events and world history. One of the trips that I was supposed to go on in April was going to Egypt and to Jordan to see Petra. So I was going to have a firsthand perspective of ancient history. And people have told me that Petra, and when you come around the corner and see it for the first time, is a memory that lasts a lifetime. So it's hard to know when that will be available again. So I think that's probably one of the trips that I had been looking forward to that was impacted because of the COVID-19. I'm reading a lot more than I usually read a lot, but I'm reading even more. I have a needlework project that I've never done before. And because it's summer, I am able to get out. I've been walking more than I ever have before, and walking with friends, which has been a good thing that I'd like to continue. Some of the companies that I was going to be, the company that I was supposed to use for Italy, I was also scheduled to go to Athens, Rome, and Venice this summer with my grandson. Some of the companies are having online tours of museums and lectures by individuals. The other thing, actually, that I have done, I have listened to the Metropolitan Opera online, and I watched fairly regularly broadcasts that the National Theatre in the United Kingdom was doing online. So I would just say that there are a lot of resources that have been put online that are available from museums and galleries and theaters that can, it's not like being there, but the quality is just superb and spectacular, and you really can feel that you have seen something very, very worthwhile.
That's nice. Thank you so much for letting me interview today.
Absolutely, Sadesha. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Good morning, America, and welcome back to Casper 27. I'm your host, Jennifer Pickles, and today we have a very special guest, Conky Nomicus.
Yeah, I hired this guy to draw my sister a picture, but he drew it in Spanish.
Hey, Conky, do you know what a cotton swab is?
OMG, Conky Nomicus, my favorite film.
Mine too.
Aha!
Huh? What?
You admitted it.
I admitted what?
That you saw the segment before this.
No. You were the one who started talking about Conconomicus. I just agreed with you.
Darn it. Fine, whatever. I'll get you next time on...
Wait.
What?
Don't we have an announcement to make?
Oh gosh, yes!
This is why you're never in charge of the episode.
Anyway, I'm sad to announce that this is our second to last episode of Summer in a Pandemic.
Wait, what? It is?
I thought you knew.
No. I just know that you told me to remind you because you knew you'd forget.
Ooh, sorry. Well, we still have our end special episode, so we'll see you next time on Summer in a Pandemic, a student magazine show. Yeah.
Turn around for like 45 seconds.
Oh, I can see you, Sadisha. I can see you, and I'm recording right now.
God damn it.
No, I was just recording to see how the shot looked. I swear, you're good.
Put this at the end of the credits.